Well, what's up, guys? I hadn't made a video in a while, so something that it's kind of been on my mind, and thought it'd be something good to make a video on. So, really, the last since about 2017, um, I've kind of bounced back and forth between different systems as far as being mobile, hunting a lot of public land. That's the majority of what I do hunt, and I've kind of bounced back and forth between climbers, lock on, sticks, saddles, different climbing methods. I've messed around with different climbing systems. I've went for the most comfortable option. I've went for the most lightweight option. And after buying gear, selling gear, trading gear, losing money on gear, I've kind of come to the realization and learned a lot of hard lessons that you have to find a balance between functionality, comfort, and weight. And for everything you gain through being lightweight or comfort or function for that matter, you're going to have to give something else up in return. And so, through looking at the pros and the cons to different methods, different systems, this is kind of just what I've settled on through all my trial and error and constant tinkering, hundreds of dollars spent. Uh, this is probably my favorite mobile rig. So I'm just going to kind of go over what I have, and I'm not knocking anything else, but like I say, all the factors that I've considered: price, quality. Um, there's better things out there than what I've got, but for what it does for me and the price, I'm telling you, I've went low end, high end, and this is what fits me. This fits the bill for me as far as my wallet, my what the capabilities that I need out of it, and so I've been down about every avenue as far as lightweight, high end, low end, and so I'm hoping this is going to be beneficial to somebody. Um, I like to hunt around 18 to 20 feet. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't have a set height. I go to cover. I go to where I'm going to be the most hid, and what I feel like where I need to be at in order to not get busted, and what gives me confidence. But at the same time, I'm bow hunting 90% of the time. So I've found over the years, used to whenever I first got a climber, I can remember I felt like I had to be 30 feet up a tree. And then if you'll learn the hard way that that's not always the greatest shot angle for archery equipment. So I really like to hunt as low as I feel like I can get away with. But my system that I have right now, even on a clean tree, I can get around 18 feet out of it, which some people will argue, but that's me. You know, that's a different debate. But well, anyhow, I've rambled enough, so I'm going to kind of run through my gear. Tried a little bit of everything from saddles, climbers, several different stands, several different sticks, and this is what fits the bill for me. So I'll show you what I got going on here. This is a Novex Hilo. Um, two Muddy Pro sticks, and I got the Lone Wolf Custom Gear backpack straps and waist belt on here. I don't really need the waist belt early season, but during the late season, I really just can't avoid taking a pack. I wish I could. I've tried to run without a pack, and it's just easier for me, and I'm able to stay more organized with a pack. And I'm not really carrying a whole lot other than clothes, maybe something to snack on, grunt call, pair of binoculars, and a rangefinder. And a knife. That's really it. I use pillowcases for game bags just because you can reuse them and they don't stretch as bad. And I'll carry those with me if I'm going real far back. I can quarter and debone my meat in the field and just make one trip out. But I'll show you what I got going on here. This is just a thermoset cushion from Walmart. Kind of zoom out a little there. I just traced the outline of it. I've had Lone Wolf stands, XOP stands. Never really been a fan of the factory cushions that come on them. The majority of the time I set, other than prime time, I practice shooting down. I'm actually fixing to climb a tree and practice shooting some right now before it gets too hot. So I've always liked, I've always done that. I like it. I got a couple silicone zip ties on here. You can get super cheap off Amazon. That way, if you ever need to remove the seat, you can. I added, this is a Savior pouch I got off Amazon. You got a couple MOLLE attachment points on here. I just keep my straps for my stand and a couple screw-in bow hangers in there. My sticks, I use 2 Muddy Pro sticks and a 4-step aider. I'll show you that here in a second. These are just, I had several silent approach steps that I put on a ring of steps a while back. I don't hunt out of saddles much anymore, but if I do, mainly I only gun hunt out of it. I'm just more confident shooting from a hang-on stand. I like a saddle, but I'm just more confident in my shooting from a hang-on, and that's really what that and the I know guys out there some guys think differently, but I think a hang-on's more comfortable. That's just me. But anyway, I cut these to fit. You don't have to use these. You can get if you go to Walmart, Home Depot, Harbor Freight, you can get what they'll call a lashing strap, and just cut those to fit, and you can cinch them down tight. I will use bungees to strap a pack on, but I prefer not to use them if I can get away with it. Get away without using them. This is just a little shelf mod I did here for carrying my pack. Just a little paracord loop I ran through the seat, and it goes around this. It's kind of hard to see there, but it hooks around that top Versa button. And that just allows me to hold my pack on. I hate bungeeing a pack to the stand with the seat laid flat, because I feel like when you're going through thick stuff or going up and down hills, it just shifts side to side, and it drives me nuts. And so that's really the only reason I got the shelf on there. Is just it helps stabilize the load a little bit better when you got a pack. Guys will count ounces and chase pounds and try and get as lightweight as they can, when I don't think people understand, like, standing sticks is a big deal. But think about how much that pack weighs. I guarantee you that pack's got more weight to it than what you realize. But anyway, I'm moving on here. May be hard to see. I got the Lone Wolf custom gear straps, like I mentioned earlier. And on the waist belt, I put a Dulles gear hoist on here. And I just use that to help me pull my pack and my bow up. Really like it. That way, I was always paranoid about having a pull-up rope, making sure I had one. Have left one. It's not real fun climbing without one. I don't really recommend it. So I can see that, and that's there. This is try and get it laid out here. Sorry, I'm losing camera angle. This is my safety harness. It's a Dryad Killdeer. It does come with leg loops. I chose to remove them. I don't recommend that, but that's just me. This is like a rock climbing style harness. You got two lineman loops on here, and then your harness will just hook up in the front. And I just use a, you can use Oplex, you know, some less bulky 8mm rope. I've just always liked the muddy lineman rope. Put 2 carabiners on each end. Run a Ropeman 1 on one end. I've tried Kong ducks. I just like the Ropeman 1s better. They slide easier. And I'll run 2 carabiners whenever I get into the tree. I like to take my lineman belt off. I'll get tethered in, remove my lineman belt. I don't like daisy chain them. I don't like nothing hanging off my harness. And whenever I hunted out of the saddle, I didn't like that. I'll remove that carabiner there. I'll clip it onto the top loop of my pack, and then just hook that around my strap for my stand. And with 2 sticks, I'm getting roughly 18 feet. I'll try and lay this out where you can see it here. Just bear with me on my camera angle. Videoing this myself with my phone. This is a 4-step aider with a climbing rated loop. This is webbing that basically it's the same as an Amsteel continuous loop. It's rated at 5,500 pounds, I believe is the specs on that. Don't quote me on that, but it's plenty stout enough to support me and to use it safely. What I'll do is I'll hang my first stick. At head height. I'm 6 foot tall. Put my aider on, go up, and then I only have to move it 1 time to my second stick. And then when I hang my stand is normally around 18 feet from the bottom of my platform to the ground. But like I say, I've chased a lot of different options, and been down about every avenue trying to decide on what was the most important to me, and I finally just had to find a happy medium between them all, and that's what I've settled on. I think for anyone that's curious as far as weight goes, I have weighed it. Novex is pretty accurate with what they put as far as their specs on their website. The stand itself, bare, weighs around 9 pounds, so you're probably gonna gain a couple pounds with your straps. Muddies aren't necessarily the lightest, but I like folding steps. I know there's a lot of guys that, you know, between social media and YouTube, everybody's got something negative to say about something, and that's fine. You know, there's pros and cons to everything, but I just feel like the pros outweigh the cons for me. I like folding steps. I've tried rope mods. I've tried daisy chains. That cam cleat design is what I like the most. I can do it just as quick as I can with factory straps and Versa buttons. I just like the cam cleats and the ropes on those. I just really like them. So between stand and sticks, you factor in a little bit for the straps, the backpack straps. You're looking at around 16 pounds. And I mean, a lone wolf hand climber, probably the lightest climber out there, you're going to be around 15 to 16 pounds. So, I mean, and I can hunt junk trees with that setup. I'm telling you, I've hunted trees the size of my wrist. I've hunted trees that were just barely big enough to be able to reach around with it. I just feel like it's for what it is, for the versatility, and for the price, you know, yeah, I mean, not knocking the beast stands, not knocking the Lone Wolf custom gear stuff, but I don't really see, they're great stands, they're great products, but I don't really see a huge advantage to it to justify the cost. That's just my personal opinion. I can carry 2 sticks, that stand, be roughly around 16, 17 pounds and get 18 foot high and hunt about any tree I'd need to get in. So those are just my thoughts. Don't really know of anything else I was wanting to cover other than that. But anyway, cost wise, the Novex stands have gone up. Everything continues to go up. It's just the day and age we're in right now. But the muddy sticks, you get them in a set of 4, they can be had for around $150. The Hilo, I lucked out, and I'd actually had a trophy line mission and knew somebody that had a Hilo, and it was still new in the box, and so we traded straight across. Last year they were around $220. I think now they went up to a little over $300. But even then, you look at that, you buy the sticks, $450. You know, a Lone Wolf custom gear or a B stand, you're going to be out $500 to $600. That's standalone. So I feel like we've kind of reached our peak as far as what technology will let us do. You're only going to be able to be so light and it still serve its purpose and do what it was intended to do. So, I mean, we're talking that right there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm rambling, but if it's worth it to you to save 3 or 4 pounds and spend $1,000, great, go for it. I'm not knocking it. It's great gear. That right there is letting me do everything I need to do. So, out of all the gear out there, the only thing that you're going to be able to buy that's going to put you on more deer and increase your success is time. And it's hard to buy time. So I think that's what needs to be addressed nowadays is technology is getting so advanced and we're going so far with gear. Gear's come a long way and it's awesome. I love gear, but time is the number one thing that is going to help you kill more deer no matter what you got. So yeah, I kind of got on a little rant there, got on a little tangent, but just wanted to share with y'all what I'm using, what's helped me, and maybe that might be something for you to think about. So good luck to everybody this fall, and y'all have a good day.